Greeting of the day, guys. It's me, Sahil Jamadar. Now we continue our reading. Energy leaks. Sounds a little new, angry, Julian. I will bet you didn't learn that one at Harvard Law School. True, the sages of Shivana pioneered that concept. Though it has been around for centuries, its application is just as relevant today as it was when it was first developed. Too many of us are consumed by needles and endless worry. This drains us of our natural vitality and energy. Have you ever seen the inner tube of a bicycle tire? Of course, when it is fully inflated, it can easily take you to your destination. But if there are leaks in it, the tube eventually deflects and your journey comes to an abrupt end. This is also how the minds work. Worry causes your precious mental energy and potential to leak, just like air leaking out of an inner tube. Soon you have no energy left. All of your creativity, optimism, and motivation has been drained, leaving you exhausted. I know the feeling. I often spend my days in the throes of crisis. I have to be everywhere at once and I can't seem to please anymore. On those days, I notice that even though I have done very little physical labor, all my worrying leaves me totally deflected by the end of the day. About the only thing I can do when I get home is pour myself a scotch and cuddle up with the remote control. Exactly. Too much stress does this to you. Once you find your purpose, however, life becomes much easier and far more rewarding when you figure out what your main aim or destiny really is. You will never have to work another day in your life. Early retirement. No, said Julian in the no-nonsense tone he had mastered during his days as an eminent lawyer. Your work will be play. Wouldn't it be a little risky for me to give up my job to start searching for my overriding passion and purpose? I mean, I have a family and real obligations. I have 4 people who depends on me. I am not saying you that have to leave the legal profession tomorrow. You will, however, have to start taking risks. Shake up your life a bit. Get rid of the cobwebs. Take the road less traveled. Most people live within the confines of their comfort zone. Yogi Raman was the first person to explain to me that the best thing you can do for yourself is regularly move beyond it. This is the way to lasting personal mastery and to realize the true potential of your human endowments. And what might those be? Your mind, your body, and your soul. So, what risks should I take? Stop being so practical. Start doing the things you have always wanted to do. I have known lawyers who have quit their jobs to become stage actors, and accountants who have become jazz musicians. In the process, they have found the deep happiness that had enlured them for so long. So what if they could no longer afford 2 vacations a year and a posh summer home in the Caymans? Calculated risk taking will pay huge dividends. How will you ever get to third base with 1 foot on second? I see your point. So take the time to think, discover your real reason for being here, and then have the courage to act on it. With due respect, Julian, all I do is think. As a matter of fact, part of my problem is that I think too much. My mind never stops. It is filled with mental clutter. It drives me crazy something. What I am suggesting is difficult. The sages of Shivana all took time daily to silently contemplate not only where they were, but where they were going. They took the time to reflect on their purpose and how they were living their lives every day. Most importantly, they thought deeply and genuinely about how they would improve the next day. Daily incremental improvements produce lasting results, which in turn lead to positive change. So, I should take the time to reflect on my life regularly. Yes, even 10 minutes of focused reflection a day will have a profound impact on the quality of your life. I understand where you are coming from, Julian. The problem is, once my day gets cranking, I can't even find 10 minutes to eat lunch. My friend saying that you don't have time to improve your thoughts and your life is like saying you don't have time to stop for gas because you are too busy driving. Eventually, it will catch up with me. Yeah, I know. Hey, you were going to share some technique with me, Julian. I said, hoping to learn some practical ways to apply the wisdom I was hearing. There is one technique for mastering the mind which towers about all the rest. It is a favorite of the sages of Shivana who taught it to me with great faith and trust. After practicing it for only 21 days, I felt more energetic, enthusiastic, and vibrant than I had felt in years. The practice is over 4,000 years old. It is called the heart of the rose. Tell me more. All that you need to perform this exercise is a fresh rose and a silent place. Natural surroundings are best, but a quiet room will also do nicely. Start to stare at the center of the rose, its heart. Yogi Raman told me that a rose is very much like life. You will meet thorns along the way, but if you have faith and believe in your dreams, you will eventually move beyond the turns into the glory of the flower. Keep starting at the rose. Notice its color, texture, and design. Savor its fragrance and think only about this wonderful object in front of you. At least, other thoughts will start entering your mind, distracting you from the heart of the rose. This is the mark of an untrained mind, but you need not worry. Improvement will come quickly. Simply return to your attention to the object of your focus. Soon your mind will grow strong and disciplined. That's all there is to it. It sounds pretty easy. This is the beauty of it, John. Julian replied. However, this ritual must be performed daily for it to be effective. For the first few days, you will find it difficult to spend even 5 minutes in the exercise. Most of us live at such a frenetic pace that true stillness and silence is something foreign and uncomfortable. Most people hearing my words will say that they have no time to sit and stare at a flower. These are the same people that will tell you that they have no time to enjoy the laughter of children or to walk barefoot in the rain. These people say they are too busy to do such things. They don't even have time to build friendships, for friendships also take time. You know a lot about such people. I was one of them, said Julian. He then paused and sat still. His intense gaze waited on the grandfather clock my grandmother had given Jenny and I as a housewarming present. When I think of those who live their lives this way. I remember the words of an old British novelist whose work my father loved to read. One must not allow the clock and the calendar to blind him to the fact that each moment of life is a miracle and a mastery. That's enough for today. We continue our reading. Okay, bye. Have a good day.